They'll start this drive out on the ground. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Broncos 7, Cowboys nothing. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few. Yards shy of midfield, a great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to sweep across the 35.
And the Broncos, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Back to throw now on first down. Wow, that is incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. A short throw to Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Howard. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
Ready?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready. 52 blue. Hey, green.
2nd and 9 now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys hit 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 10.
Smash, red. Here we go. Black Ultra. Green, 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Back to throw again. He'll swing this out to blue. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 10.
Claws red. Let's go. Hey, hey, blue. 60 red. Needle blue.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Claws.
An audible here to get a new look.
Black shot. Blue, go.
Go, check him out. Check the cards, go.
Steel, black. Red, yellow. Ready.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Howard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Seven, our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
His kick is
extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it down within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Blaster, stay.
Second and 15. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Red. Yep. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, right side. It's Lamb. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 35, second down.
They put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Second and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd and 3. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. And sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Just a gain and a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Gets this into the... But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down. Red, 38. Ready?
They go with Blue between the tackles. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. 45, White. Set, cut.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on the pickup of 8 there.
19-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Rail, yellow. Cut.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ready.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Black, 95. Blue striker. Ready?
Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Mega. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Howard, a final shot before break. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Savon Revel. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Bennett bruising ahead. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 1 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Yellow. Ready, ready. Black 40. Hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Howard. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready, set.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set, hut. Opposite, yellow. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Black, 95. Ready?
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Smith, red. 50, green. Hut.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Well, they brought the pressure and then meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
He will push his way down to about the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Broncos 21, Cowboys 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. Black 40. Check, cut.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Blue 32. Ready.
Now back to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready. 52 Blue.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Knifes his way forward here at just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Handoff, Blue running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Oh, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Go down.
He's back to throw. That'll be complete to Blue. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Blue check. Down. Ready.
Now a toss here, short side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of that.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field and trouble the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Here's first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos first down.
19.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Clock at 24 seconds. Here comes second down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT.